have to shout out Matthew. Sometimes Brandon, but not that much. Because Matthew, he needs to cut it out. The teasing, the name calling, I know I call him back. I shouldn't react to that.
Correct.
Because then he's going to go on with the teasing.
That's right.
And it's never going to cut it out. So I got to stop reacting and retaliating with him. And then we would have a great time.
Right.
But we're still working on not to retaliate and to react.
Okay.
And
do you love Matthew?
At the top of my heart, yes.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes. You see me trying to hug him and kiss him, yes.
Okay.
It's just that he probably doesn't like me because when sometimes I didn't do anything, he blames it on me.
Okay.
And I think that's not fair, but do I still love him? Yes.
Okay.
And I think that it's just that he needs to start to think what I'm trying to do to him. Because I'm treating him fair with respect and love. But what about him treating me the way I treat him? It's not fair. It's just not fair for me to treat him and he doesn't treat me with respect. That's why I don't treat them with respect instead of me treating.
But you know, two wrongs don't make a right. So if you know what the right thing is, even if they are your older brothers and they're not doing and saying the right thing,
but I don't know what they do.
You know better. You do the right thing because you
I
can
do
teach
what
them.
Andrew can do.
Right, you can teach
and
them.
I can set the right example instead of doing the wrong example.
Exactly.
And then they're gonna do what I do and do in public, in school, anywhere, or when we're going on the airport. So that's why. Especially Matthew. You want him to set a good example. It's my turn to set a good example for him.
That's right.
And okay, that's what I'm trying to do. You see, when I'm like saying, like, if I say, stop Matthew, stop calling me whatever, would you listen the first time? No. So I'm working on that with him. Okay. And I got to work on retaliating and reacting to him.
Very good.
And so Brandon, he needs to learn to play at the right time and place. Okay. But sometimes he doesn't know. He just is just at the moment he thinks that I'm at the moment to play. Yes, I would play with him. I would love to play with him. But not at that time. Like if I had a yellow day and I'm mad, very mad, they want to play with me. No.
Well, then they don't know that's how you feel. So you have to say to them, I can't play right now. I'm upset about something.
I do
or
tell
I'm
him,
sad about something.
I do tell him, but he still sometimes come at the wrong time. And I get very frustrated with him. Very, very frustrated. And I start to like, but before I use my hands, I use my mouth.
Very good.
But they don't listen and they want to use their hands on me. Would I react? I'm not supposed to react. Because it's just that I react too much that they're going to react to me and make me mad that I get in trouble instead of them.
Well, you have to, at that point, you have to come to me. Because if they put their hands on you and you didn't put your hands on them, come and get a parent, daddy or myself, and we'll handle it, okay? And you know what makes them upset too is that you yell a lot. You yell at them.
Yeah,
and
I know something like when I wake out of bed, I want to sleep more, and I'm so grumpy because sometimes I go to bed late, very late, and when I wake up, I need some more rest, and they wake me up so early that I just get, it's natural to get grumpy.
I understand that, but I need you to not yell. Can you try to work on that as well?
I'll lower my voice. I know I have to lower my voice.
Yes.
But sometimes I tell them I don't feel well, but they don't listen and they just tease me, and that's when I have to shout even though I don't feel well.
Well, can you go to a different room then, or go to a quiet place by yourself before you yell? Can you do that? Try to do that?
I try to. Sometimes I just, when they tease me, I run upstairs, go in my bedroom. I start to cry, but I don't cry as loud, so they won't say, "Oh, look at the big baby." I start the tears, I go back downstairs, and I tell them, I don't feel well, I don't want to shout anymore, I have a sore throat. Sometimes I have a sore throat, but I still can shout, but it hurts when I shout, always.
Shouting is not nice. It doesn't feel good.
But teasing is not any better.
It's really terrible to tease. And this is why I say no name calling, you know, because then it gets out of control. And
then it just goes too high.
Correct.
And it gets worse.
Yes.
So it gets from fine to worse and to even
yes.
worse too.
Yeah, it gets out of control.
And then it goes over the top.
Yes.
It just like jumps in the water. And then we start to, now we can't even control Matthew with that. He's like out of hand.
Okay.
And you guys are still teaching him the lesson. I think even though what Dad did to me, that hurt your feelings so bad when I had to leave the house, now probably your guys are going to have to do that, and it's going to be very sad for me, because I love Matthew still, always, but he doesn't seem to respect me with his love, and it's just not fair. Like, how come I can love my brothers, but they can't like appreciate my love?
We'll work on that with them, okay?
And could you work on Matthew with the teasing and name calling? Because what he's calling me, because he thinks he called me something, but I didn't tell on him because that thing didn't faze me that much. It did faze me a little bit, but it didn't faze me too much to tattletale on him. Like he calls me a nuthead. You remember? You hear him say that.
Yes.
And I thought he said like, you know, nut.
Yeah, right. But
So,
there are all kind of nuts in the world. You know, you got peanuts,
I know,
cashew
but
nuts,
he doesn't say the ones that he means. I know the ones he means because he laughs.
Okay.
And I'm like, why you? Oh.
Okay.
I know what you mean. See?
Yes.
And
that's not appropriate.
And I'm like very mad. And I thought he said inappropriate words, but he said, "Are you going to tell me?" I'm like, "No, because that didn't faze me that much."